Yeah, I'll tell you what, two really weird stories. It just broke. Rob Blake, who, of course, legendary player, Hall of Fame defenseman with the Kings, became their general manager, rebuilt the roster, got them into the playoffs every year. He detailed this week that he fired himself at the end of the season. He went into Luc Robitaille's office, Lucky is the president of the Kings, and said, I'm not coming back. I don't deserve to come back. We've been to the playoffs 4 straight years. We never got out of the first round because of the Edmonton Oilers kept beating us. I don't deserve to keep the job, and turned around and left. So he's had now half a season to sit, think, evaluate. And he said, I'd sure like to return to the National Hockey League. I don't know under what role, but I have a world of experience. He said, I'd even be interested in going back to just work at the league office. And he had worked at the league office before he became the Kings general manager. Really interesting guy. Very open, very honest. I thought he did a really great job. I never got the sense he enjoyed it. The pressure of being manager is just beats you down when you're not winning. There's stuff happening you can't control, injuries and goaltending problems and deals, players not reaching their peak. But Rob Blake has indicated he fired himself. He said Luc Robitaille wanted him to come back. He said, no, I can't come back. I didn't do the job. That's an intriguing story.
That never happens.
The other one is this, Washington Capitals. First words that came to my mind when I got wind of the story, the Me Too movement.
Oh.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay. His name was Mitch Love, longtime minor league coach, very successful in the American Hockey League. Mitch Love went to Washington, became an assistant coach, started interviewing for head coaching jobs in the NHL this past offseason. Now we find out Mitch Love has been suspended for a year by the league just this week. Mitch Love was terminated by the Washington Capitals this week. Now we find out that Mitch Love was involved in horrible domestic abuse to his wife. His wife's family wrote letters with documentation to the NHL and to the 3 clubs that were interviewing Mitch Love for a head coaching job, and also sent the letters to the Washington Capitals.
Wow.
Saying this is who this guy is. And they signed their names to it. NHL did their own investigation and suspended Mitch Love. Washington terminated. All part of the courage of a family member to stand up and say, me too, this has happened to me at his hands. I've never heard that before. That's amazing.
Reminds me a little bit of the end of the Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
You know, when Andy Dufresne wrote the letters and turned in the prison warden. Yeah. You know, if I think about Rob Blake and you think about a guy like that, he's just, all he knows is hockey, you know, and he is a great player, great manager. And, you know, obviously he's a man of character. He knew when his time was done and he stepped out before someone kicked him out.
Well, he held himself accountable.
Yeah.
Because Robitaille wanted him to stay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just unusual. It's very unusual, but I can see why he wants to sort of get back in the game because it's all he knows. Mm-hmm. I mean, I often wonder about, it's a lot of these guys, they play ball or puck to a certain time of their life. And then what do they do afterwards? You know, some of them are no longer in the limelight and that's trouble. That's difficult. I mean, some of them probably go and sell insurance or something. I mean, what is Rob Blake going to do with his life?
Yeah, but he made so much money. He's got 3 kids that play college hockey.
But you still got to do something with your life.
Yeah,
I mean, you still have to have a project that you're working on. You know,
Look at you. You wound up with me. Jeez, what a disappointment you are.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like this. Yeah, this is a project, right? You know, that you and I are doing. You know, what is he going to do? And, you know, if he loves the game and he's got a lot of insight and a lot of value to offer, then, yeah, good on him. He's putting himself out there.
How about the Me Too story?
You know, I was just thinking the guy's last name was Love, and yet it was domestic battery, and that's just gruesome.
And a family member turned him in.
Yeah, and that takes a great deal of bravery.
Yes,
you know, to be able to turn in a family member. There's a lot of family members would never do that, but you know, I mean, you gotta call it out. I mean, it's even if it's a loved one, people can't get away with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hockey hotline is open. Feel free. You want to join us? Fans forum chat box available.